Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. But yo, I know Marcus Spears, he had this sentiments about the culture and with Jerry Jones being the owner of the team. But I spoke a little bit about it. But I want to go a little, speak a little bit more on in the video with him because y'all check this out, man. I want to play this what he said, cause man, what he said, boy, I totally agree with him 100%. This is the problem with the Cowboys. It's the culture. It's the culture. Unless this culture do a 380, we're gonna be going down the same railroad track, bouncing out of the first round. 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. Great in the regular season. But that motherfucking buck gonna stop in the playoffs. But how we gonna win championships if we can't get it? We can't win in the playoffs. But yo, listen to Marcus Spears. I wanna what he said was
I was fortunate enough to play for another organization after spending 8 years in Dallas. I went and played for the Baltimore Ravens, where Ozzie Newsome was the general manager. Harbaugh was the head coach, and I saw Steve Bisciotti twice. Okay, stop telling me about coaches. The coach that coaches for Dallas comes in at a deficit.
facts.
They come in with all of this stuff that they shouldn't have to deal with, that they got to focus on before they even start coaching football. So whether it's Prime or Mike McCarthy or Bill Belichick or Jesus, Jerry Jones is going to be there with the same type of culture that's being created.
Culture.
By
the same culture.
And he can do what he wants.
A mediocre loser one. I gotta hear this again.
Another organization after spending 8 years in Dallas. I went and played for the Baltimore Ravens, where Ozzie Newsome was the general manager. Harbaugh was the head coach, and I saw Steve Bisciotti twice in 8 months.
What? You see? He saw Steve Bisciotti twice in 8 months while he was there? 2 times. He only saw the owner of that team twice. Come on, bro. And there's plenty of owners that's not out front like that. Jerry, we know you can sell the Dallas Cowboys to the end of this earth better than anybody in the league. But until you back off, it's going to be the same thing.
Okay. Stop telling me about coaches. The coach that coaches for Dallas comes in at a deficit. Wow. They come in with all of this stuff that they shouldn't have to deal with, that they got to focus on before they even start coaching football. So whether it's Prime or Mike McCarthy or Bill Belichick or Jesus, Jerry Jones is going to be there with the same type of culture that's being created, because it's being created by the guy that writes the checks, and he can do what he wants to do.
Facts. All facts by Swagoo himself. I mean, I can't argue a word with that, because that's what it's boiling down to. That's why we keep seeing the same thing over and over again. And I know y'all tired of seeing the same old shit over again. He talking about going all in now. Going all in on what is going all in with Jerry Jones? Because I remember before, I think it was 2 years ago. My memory serves me correct, but I think about 2 years ago, Jerry Jones said he'll write a blank check to win a Super Bowl or some shit like that. I might have got his quote wrong, but it was something to the fact that he would spend an endless amount of money to win a Super Bowl. He say that, but then they don't spend no money. But I know Stephen Jones behind that. We had the old Jerry back that go get players like Dion. But hey, maybe it's Steven back there. So we got the Joneses. But still, I'm like, until he look, I know he could do his interviews and shit, but so much on the coach and shit and on the players, and I mean, I don't know what they see or what they trying to do this season. I mean, to come to the off season, get ready for next season. Then we got Dan Quinn. He done went to Washington, so I'm like, when they weren't really prepared for him to make this move. I mean, I kind of thought he was going. I mean, the delaying and the bullshit performance he put out there against the Packers, I kind of knew he was gone. Whether I thought he was gonna get fired, honestly. I mean, but he ended up leaving, which I'm thinking the Cowboys should have already had the heads up and known that shit was gonna be popping and being ready to get a D coordinator up in there already. But we'll see what they gonna do with that. It's a few Mike Zimmer name been thrown out there. A few other people been thrown out there, but this. Hell, I thought Dak and Mike McCarthy should have been gone too. Cause to me, unless first, let me say that first, Jerry Jones gonna have to step back a little bit. He's gonna have to give the utmost respect and power to Mike McCarthy, period. I mean, no meddling, no talking about who's playing. I mean, they interviewed Jerry Jones. He act like he the coach. He tell who's playing, who's sitting, who's doing what type of plays we need to be running. I mean, that's I don't hear no other owners talk like that, man. I don't hear no other owners talk like that. They don't be out there talking like that. So it's not about football. And what's getting me to this point is that this pattern that's been going on with this team that is not about football. The culture of this team is not about playing football. It's about the glitz and glamour, being front runners like the Green Bay Packers called us. So fucking front runners. Cause that's how they act. So to me, really, that's the first step. And then the second step is the coach. And the third is the quarterback, because them two, the coach and the quarterback, to me, they don't have the balls in the playoffs. So I don't give a fuck what you put around Dak. His mental ain't strong in the playoffs. Pressure is privilege is what he said, but he folded when the pressure was up at the most highest. So that's the number one key thing, coaching. Culture. The number two, coaching. The number three, the quarterback. And I'm just gonna start right there because they're the most important, the key pieces to the team for us to succeed. And I'm like, this culture is garbage. Jerry Jones going all in. We're gonna see. I didn't think they really kind of went all in last year or the year before. I mean, this year they did better than what they did last year, getting some free agents and shit. But they do they building from the draft and going to get, vets that's almost on their last leg and shit and get them for a cheap ass deal and shit. Instead of 2 years ago going to get Ndamukong Suh or somebody like that. Go and get Bobby Wagner or somebody like that. Man, I bet you they don't get Derrick Henry. No, we need a running back. See, this the type of shit they'll do. Because they could have been got Derrick Henry. They could have been got him. A couple other running backs they could have got too. But I mean, D ends that was out there, linebackers that was out there that was up for free agency. Patrick Quinn, they could have got somebody like that. No. They're not going to spend big money on no big name player, not no big free agent. They're not going to do it. So that's why I'm like, what should we be expecting this upcoming season? Another good regular season and then fold in the playoffs. I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. That's why I want change. I'd rather have bad seasons for change and keep having these bullshit ass. I mean, so instead of having good regular season and then bullshit playoff success, that don't make sense to me. It's gonna be the same shit. Watch. They gonna get us all hyped. They gonna do a couple moves. They might do like a splash move, and we gonna be like, ooh, they get us every year, bro. They get us every year, bro. It's like how the Democrats do black people. You political and throw racing, but I mean, I'm just trying to, that's how the Cowboys, do us fans. Black folks will ride for the Democrats no matter what, and they'll sell us some emotional shit that, excuse me, that Trump is racist or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They sell us this wet dream. They sell, boy, I'm glad I got off the Democrats years ago, boy. And that shit coming to the head. Same thing with the Cowboy organization with Jerry Jones. They'll do a couple things, sell us something good, think it's gonna be good, and then boom. What they get to us at the end? 48-32 in the first round, motherfucking ass kicking by Green Bay. That's what they give us. That's what they give us. Nothing. So I'm like, people, man, the culture, this shit is real. It's serious. And to me, that's the number one thing need to change for us to win in the playoffs. Because football and nothing but football will start to be born when that culture change. And that football will go down from the top to the head coach, to the quarterback, to the defensive coordinator, to the linebackers, to whatever, the whole team. I demand a culture change. That shit don't happen, we're not winning no Super Bowl. And to me, culture change means getting some of these people up out of here. I mean, some of these players that we want to hold on to and think, these are only old, 12-5, who's better? You gonna, man? I demand the culture change. I'll take a step back for change. Yo, this is JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all listening to me. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.